My name is Chris Honigman, and I am Director of Business Development with Identity Guard. And I came to the course this week because I find myself in a very consultative role with my prospects and clients. And I felt that I needed a more broad view and clearer understanding of cybersecurity and network security.
Hi, my name is Renee Knocker. I work for MetLife. I am a Chief of Staff that leads up strategy planning and some operational work for the Corporate Systems Group, which has application development for all the internal functions in the company, such as finance, actuary, treasury, HR, legal, physical security, etc.
I'm Anwar Dyer. I work for Hosting.com, IT risk and compliance analyst. I just came for a broad understanding or a better understanding of compliance, really interested in the risk management aspect of it.
All the modules I thought, had great information. Particularly for me, the ones that resonated the most were the cyber basics. I liked the cyber insurance because that was very relevant to the cyber readiness platform that we sell to our clients.
Part of my job is helping make sure that we're compliant and doing all the exercises and the due diligence for all the risk assignments that application development teams own. For instance, assessments and vulnerability scans, etc. I took the course because I wanted to know a little bit more about what goes on behind the scenes in a risk organization. I wanted to understand the business implications so that I could help educate our teams on why what we do is so important and why we really have to be careful to make sure that we cross the T's and dot the I's, because it could impact our company if we don't do it well.
What I liked the most was listening to each one of the instructors. They were very passionate, so it's for me, the person that's giving me the information has to be passionate and knowledgeable about what they're doing. For some reason, I don't know how this was done, but every one of them were very professional at what they did. They were very deep in knowledge, and when they explained it, they were very articulate, they were inspired. You can tell that they loved it. That's definitely what I saw.
I thought all the information was presented in a way that even if you didn't have a direct hit on what you did in life and what the material was, I thought it was still done in a way that it was important to understand and presented in a way that was easy to absorb.
What I really enjoyed was learning about the different ways to look at risk. What are the components of risk, like data exploitation or breaches, and how do we measure where we are on a risk continuum, and how do we up the game there? How do we get to implement the right processes and tools and understanding of the business behind managing risk?
I had an understanding, but there was a lot of gaps in my understanding. As I went through the course, it filled in a lot of those gaps, and I'm leaving here with a much better understanding of risk management to be able to take back to Hosting.com and make it a better company in that way.
To be able to look at not just piece by piece where we are with different digital assets or applications in AD, but to look at overall what the risk landscape is and how do we fit into that. How do we use some of the tools that we learned about to assess our risk, assess our exposure, and figure out where we really need to up the game or make more investments.
I would tell people that this is invaluable for a number of reasons. And depending on where you are in your career, if you're just starting or if you're somewhere in information services, or even if you're more mature in your experience, cybersecurity is just a very, very hot area right now.
I would say that whether you're in the business side or IT side, it's really valuable. We had teachers we had lawyers, we had former FBI, we had people that are like our main teacher, Ariel Evans, who is an expert in the whole risk arena. So we learned real life examples and how to apply them and the concepts to what we do every day. The opportunities for jobs in this field are just amazing, and I learned so much more about all the different angles and all the different ways you could take it and what you might want to do in a future career, knowing that this environment is just growing so fast.
So if you were technical, you would go into, like, they have the digital forensic. That guy was awesome as well. If you're not as technical, you just wanted a general overview of compliance and security and information security, it had that too. It had a balance of both, and the way that it was separated, like, you never felt that any course that you went to, you were missing something else. They did a really good job in separating it, so you didn't feel like you missed anything. It was very well organized. I've been to a lot of these, and this by far is the best one that I've ever gone to.